Imagine standing in line at a busy supermarket, when suddenly the cashier insults you loud enough for the entire store to hear. People turn their heads, strangers whisper, and your children, clutching your side, look up at you in confusion. That's exactly what happened to Angela, a white mother who only came in for groceries, but left with a story that no one in that store would ever forget. Because when the black cashier mocked her in front of everyone, her reply wasn't anger. It was something no one saw coming. The supermarket buzzed with the everyday chaos of life. Carts clattering, children asking for snacks, and weary shoppers just wanting to get home. Angela, a mother of two, was no different. She balanced her grocery list, a fussy toddler, and her own exhaustion. Across the register stood Derek, a young black cashier whose long shift had drained his patience. Their worlds should have passed with nothing more than scanned items and polite thank yous. But exhaustion and unspoken frustrations collided that afternoon. What began as a routine checkout was about to erupt into a public clash, one that would test dignity, humility, and the power of words. Neither Angela nor Derek could have guessed that within minutes, their tense encounter would turn into a lesson for everyone who witnessed it. Angela carefully placed her items on the belt, asking Derek politely to double-bag the heavier groceries. Derek sighed, rolling his eyes. "Of course. Anything else, Princess?" His sarcasm echoed across the line, and heads turned. Angela tried to brush it off, but Derek pressed on. With each beep of the scanner, his tone grew sharper. "Must be nice living in a world where everyone serves you," he said, loud enough for all to hear. The atmosphere shifted. Customers grew tense, eyes darting between the cashier and the mother. Angela's children tugged at her sleeve, sensing something was wrong. She could feel her cheeks burn. The humiliation of being insulted publicly weighed heavily on her. She had two choices: lash out and escalate the scene, or respond differently. And with the entire store watching, Angela chose the path no one expected. A reply that would silence the room, break through Derek's frustration, and turn a painful moment into something unforgettable. Angela leaned closer, her voice calm and steady, not shaken. "You don't know me. You don't know my struggles today or in life, but I can see yours. You're tired, you're hurting. If taking it out on me helps you breathe for a second, then I'll take it, because I'd rather carry this than throw more weight onto you." The line froze. Customers went still, and even the children were quiet. Derek's hand trembled above the register, his anger disarmed by compassion. Her words cut deeper than any insult, leaving silence heavier than noise. Derek's eyes softened. His lips parted, and with a shaky voice he whispered, "I'm sorry." It wasn't just for Angela. It was for everyone he had spilled his frustration on. Angela gave a gentle nod, accepting his apology without pride or spite. The crowd began murmuring. A stranger whispered, "That was powerful." The moment carried a lesson. Strength doesn't always come from louder voices or sharper comebacks. Sometimes it comes from grace. Angela walked out of that store not just with groceries, but with the respect of every person who had witnessed her calm reply. One ordinary trip to the grocery store turned into a moment that silenced a crowd. A black cashier insulted a white mom, expecting anger. But instead, she gave him words that no one could forget. This wasn't weakness. It was strength in its purest form. Would you have stayed calm in her place, or would you have snapped back? Comment below with what you would have done. And tell me, has kindness ever changed a situation in your life?